Mama's gotta eat. What's up, Nate?
What's up, Nate? How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to Mama's Gotta Eat. And today we're talking about Brussels sprouts. Specifically, we're going to roast some Brussels sprouts. So, here's Brussels sprouts. They're adorable. I'll include a picture here about what they look like in the wild so you can identify them as you walk through the community garden. You'll find Brussels sprouts sometimes in a bag, sometimes loose, plastic, different ways. They come probably oftentimes in a pouch, like twice as many as this, because these were already half eaten. So, why do we like Brussels sprouts? Some people will be like, no, I don't like Brussels sprouts, they're too strong. But Brussels sprouts are really good for you. They are high in fiber. And for the purposes of this channel, that's good because high in fiber, what does that mean? That means that it helps you go to the bathroom. Number 2 is what that means. And maybe we're not supposed to talk about going to the bathroom in the kitchen, but maybe that's the best place to talk about it. I don't know. But the idea is if you eat a lot of fiber, just to be honest, you have bigger, healthier stools, which are easier to pass, and yeah, there's probably more good things about that, but I'll stop there. The other thing is there's a lot of antioxidants, which is healthy. There's a high nutritional value, and also it helps reduce inflammation. And so if you have chronic inflammation, like someone who's ill, and your body's like trying to always defend the illnesses of your body, but chronically, like if you have swelling and all other kinds of things, it will help reduce that to make you feel better overall. So I'm gonna stop pretending like I know about specific facts about this stuff. So what we'll do is I'm going to rinse everything all the time in the strainer, the colander. And so what we want to do with these bad boys, so we want to cut off the chunky edge because we don't want to eat that part. And then we'll take the Brussels sprout and we'll cut it in half like this, not like this. We'll cut it in half like this.
This is our music for the sped up video, cause there's no sound, and we're chopping Brussels sprouts, yeah. Do.
So one thing that we could do is, I'm kind of careless. I did the same in the garlic video. I cut these too far back. We want to cut the edge off, but I don't really need to waste all of it. So I need to be more conservative in the way I trim. And then we'll put this in the compost. Okay, I guess you could probably zoom out again. So, this is going to be part of our exploration into how many vegetables we can roast on 400 degrees for 40 minutes. So, I don't know how many we can actually do that for, but for this, I think we're going to try to keep it simple. And, okay, perhaps my camera woman is telling me that we can probably roast all of them for 40 minutes on 400 degrees, which is great because we're keeping it simple. And you can pan fry stuff, but let's just throw it in the oven so that we can do other things. You know, and since we care about a little bit of numerology in this house, and we do a little bit of we're out here, you know where we are, way out here in the Northwest. We got a lot of free time, so we look at a lot of things. So, that's not it. So, when it comes to the major arcana of the tarot, the strength card is number 8, which is the number that you get when you do 400 on 40. So here's the 8. So it's pretty cool, and it shows a woman taming a lion, which is great because this could this could mean all kinds of things, A great symbolism in the idea of that woman taming the lion. I mean, that's amazing. That's kind of what this channel is about, metaphorically. And so when you think about 400 on 40, we could put our good vibes into it. 400 plus 40 equals 8. Strength. It's amazing. Moving on. So we'll preheat the oven, as you can see. 400. So before we put them in the cast iron to roast them, we're just going to do this. We're going to put a little olive oil I don't really think you could put too much, but we don't want to make it soup, but we do want to make it to where it's in there enough to cook them. Here we have thyme that you guys have at the house. Thyme is good, but we happen to pull fresh thyme out of the garden. And I'm not going to take the time. Sorry. I'm not going to take the time to chop them finely, so I'm just going to pull them off in bunches like this. The other day we watched this Chef's Table, and I don't know what season it was, but it was like episode one of the seasons of Chef's Table, and it was this woman who was a monk. I don't remember what country they were in, but it was beautiful. Like, cooking was not a rush. Like, she was a vegan, she grew all her own food and cooked it, and every single thing she did, like just the way I got frustrated right then, I was like, God, this thyme is such a pain in the ass, I should have just used this. That woman, like, every single moment was like zenned out. Anyway, it's a good example. I can't live like that because I'm just learning to be a better person, and I get frustrated all the time. But when I do get frustrated now, I think of that thing, so I recommend watching that episode of Chef's Table. So we're not using salt anymore, but we have pepper. And then we have garlic, if you'll remember from another video. So we'll put the garlic, liberally give all the spices. I would try to see if you could overspice it and then eat it and be like, ooh, that's too much garlic, because ooh, that's too much pepper. Because oftentimes I can't even taste it. And some of these, the ways we season this stuff is good for you too. So then here we have cast iron. So I'll just dump this in here. Kind of spread them out so they get a chance to heat evenly. We'll be able to tell how much the garlic burns. So we're doing the 400 for 40 for strength, but in 20 minutes, I'm gonna mix them up and kind of give them a flipperoo. So I'm gonna put the timer on for 20. Put these in here, and then we'll check in with you a little bit when we flip them. All right, so our timer went off. 20 minutes. Cast iron, you gotta use this, right? So let's take a look. So the garlic, like you talked about in the garlic video, burnt. Super hardcore, but that's okay. They seem like they're cooking a little bit. That's all right. They're doing good. I'm gonna flip them. If you wanted to just stir it with a spoon, if you had a big old tray of this, an entire baking sheet, just give it a stir. You don't have to use your energy to flip it one by one. Pull out real quick and see. So we'll put it in for another 20. Personally, I think if I did this next time, I'd throw the garlic in halfway so that it doesn't get 40-minute crisp, 20-minute crisp, but it'll be great. Put it back in. Another 20, and I'll see you in a second. Oh, hello. It's beeping. Turn the timer off. Just ignore this. Don't worry about what's going on here right now. All right? Turn the oven off. So, here we got it. They're crunchy little guys. You know, the garlic is pretty dark, but I'm not Mickey Mouse. I don't know why I put that on my hand. I think it looks great. What do you think, Catherine?
They look perfect to me.
Yeah. Sweet. So that's it. Side, whole entree, whatever you want. Brussels sprouts. Cheap, delicious, filling. That's it. Thank you for coming. Happy cooking. And call me if you have any questions.